freedom. God bless America.
God bless America.
All right, if you have a vegetarian, come up now, vegetarian.
Excuse me, please, please. Good afternoon,
One, two,
everyone.
three.
We are starting our Diwali function.
No.
It is a very big festival and it is festival of light. Here is the light. Let that light brighten our lives and hearts. Naresh Bhai, here is Naresh Bhai. He will tell us what is Diwali and how we celebrate it. So you will know what is Diwali. It is the biggest festival like Christmas. So please see what he has to say. Naresh Bhai.
Thank you, Bhavanaji. Welcome everybody to the celebration of this wonderful festival of India, which, as Bhavanaji just said, is almost equivalent to Christmas in India. Now, the name of the festival is Diwali, which comes from the word Deepavali. Deep is the lamp. So it is the festival of lights, and all the buildings in India, small or big, in village, in the cities, they are decorated with the rows and rows and rows of tiny lights. You have the sample of those lights here. They look insignificant here, but you imagine a dark night, completely dark night. Diwali comes on a dark night, and then all the buildings having these tiny lamps, rows and how scintillating it is. It is really a wonderful sight. So that's what is happening in India. Now, this function, Diwali, it has at least three reasons of celebrating. Like most festivals in India, the three reasons are the religious reason, the economic reason, and the seasonal reason. So, let us say about the religious reason. Religious reason is that this function is celebrated with the return of Lord Rama, who was the seventh incarnation of God Vishnu. He came back after 14 years after defeating the forces of evil. So this is a victory of the goodness of evil. That is what is celebrated, and people lighted the buildings and welcomed him, and he established what is called Ram Rajya. Ram Rajya is the government of Rama, which is still considered the most ideal government in the world. So that is the religious reason. The second is the economic reason. So Diwali comes just after the end of the rainy season, and the crops, the summer crops, they are already harvested, they are in, and the next crop is already sown. And therefore, people have a lot of money in the pocket. You know, when do you want to feel like celebrating? When your pockets are full. So they can go buy everything they want to. And the third reason, as I said, is seasonal. So there has been oppressive summer. And then there was rainy season, although welcome, but still it brings a lot of dirt also. So once the rainy season is over, there are 4 months of rains. So then, you know, people are in a season where, you know, the no rains, lot of sun, and it's a mild weather. So that's why they come out and celebrate. So these are the three reasons. So how they celebrate? See, first thing is they want to clean out clean the houses, buildings, everywhere, because there is all the dirt, all the insects and everything. They whitewash the buildings, clean. And after the cleaning is done, the next thing comes decoration. So they decorate the houses, and here Kamlaji is showing what is called Rangoli. So Rangoli is a pattern of colored powder which is drawn on the floor. Now what is Rangoli for? Rangoli is the welcome of an honored guest at the door. And who is the most honored guest at Diwali? That is the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi. The goddess Lakshmi, whose image is there. So goddess Lakshmi, people welcome goddess Lakshmi. So they keep the lights on, then they wish that overnight goddess Lakshmi will visit them and they will have a lot of wealth. So,
Mrs. Mathur is doing puja.
yeah. So the festival is celebrated by doing the worship of the goddess. Mrs. Mathur is showing a sample of that worship.
Jaya
Jagadish Hare Swami Jagadish Hare Bhaktajanon ke Sangat Bhaktajanon ke Sangat Charane Dur Kare Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. Now you have seen the pattern of puja. Now in Northern India particularly, this is the worship of goddess Lakshmi, but there are slight variations in the different regions of India. There are some regions where it is the goddess Kali is worshipped. Kali is the goddess of power. And in other places, it is the goddess Saraswati. Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge, music, dance, and arts. So people, according to their faith, they worship different deities. And a sample of this will be shown here. There will be a couple of dances, and Bhajna man will describe what the dances. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naresh Bhai. Now be ready to get travel. Where are we going? First, we are going all the way to Sri Lanka. It is a beautiful harvesting dance presented by Lata. And from the action, you will see it is a harvesting dance in Ceylon, Sri Lanka. The rice is the main crop. So her action will tell you it is a folk ballet. It will tell you whipping, cutting, bundling, taking. And so from her action, you will see what she is doing. So beautiful harvest dance from Lata. Here comes Lata.
Lataji is describing, showing the different harvesting actions while there is singing in the Sinhalese language. So we harvested in all the money in the pockets. The next dance is Pushpa will be performing a devotional dance to a devotee worshipping the god. And this is in the Bharatanatyam tradition. Bharatanatyam is the Indian classical dance coming from thousands of years. And then in North India the version is the Kathak. So she will be dancing in the Kathak version of Bharatanatyam.
मेरे ढोल सुन मेरे
you watch her fingers, that is called mudra, that is how the expression is done.
Thank you very much, Pushpaben. It was a lovely dance. I feel like the beloved is coming right at the door. And then we are presenting the last dance of the day. It is the folk dance. Pushpaben took us to the North India and South India because Kathak dance is known everywhere. But now we are going to do folk dance. That is the west part of India, we call Gujarat. During the beginning of Navratra starts with, Diwali starts with Navratra. And everyone comes, all the girls, ladies come in the street and they try to play dances, folk dances. We invoke goddess to come and be with us, give the blessings, and we say I will do, and we do give temptations. I will do fasting, I will offer the nuts and garlands and everything. And then lastly we ask for the blessings that on the mango tree, the branch of the mango tree, we will have a swing. And our children will be swinging, bless them, and hey goddess, you also help them swinging. So here is just a small folk dance from West India that we call Gujarat. Gujaratis are famous for garbas and dances. Thank you very much. Please watch.
It's good. It's color.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a wonderful performance. Next, there are some refreshments and a sample of Indian sweets for all of you to join and taste the Indian sweets. Thank you very much.
Please give us some time to set up the refreshments and then please come. Thank you.
Sway